beat. My stepmother, Patricia, slammed the front door so hard the wrinkle in the wood frame seemed to deepen. My father stood behind the living room window. His face turned away like he couldn't bear to watch. The February air bit into my skin, and my breath came out in clouds. I was 19 years old, and I had nowhere to go. My hands shook, not from the cold, but from the humiliation burning through my chest. I forced myself not to cry. Not here. Not in front of them. A car passed slowly down our quiet street, headlights sweeping across the yard. For just a second, I saw something flicker in my father's eyes through the glass. Looked like fear. But fear of what? I zipped my suitcase with trembling fingers and pulled it upright. The wheels scraped against the concrete. I didn't look back. Couldn't. Because if I did, I might beg them to let me stay. And I was done begging. I stood at the edge of the driveway, suddenly realizing something that made my stomach drop. All my savings, every dollar I'd earned from weekend shifts at the diner, from tutoring neighbor kids, from birthday money I'd hoarded since I was 12. It was all locked inside that house, in a shoebox under my bed. My stepbrother, Kyle, appeared in the upstairs window. He was smiling, actually smiling. He knew exactly what I'd just figured out. I could see it in the way he leaned against the frame, arms crossed, watching me like this was entertainment. The injustice of it burned in my throat. I wanted to scream. I wanted to pound on the door and demand what was mine. But I didn't, because they'd call the cops. They'd say I was unstable. They'd make me look like the problem, just like they always did. So I turned away from that window, from that smirk, from that house. I walked into the freezing night with nothing but $43 in my pocket, and a suitcase full of clothes I'd packed in 10 minutes. 5 years before the people who called me useless fell at my feet begging, I was nobody, just a girl with no plan and no hope. But now, I stood in a building with marble floors so clean you could see your reflection. My name, Elena Carter, was printed on the glass wall behind the reception desk. Assistant